Welcome everyone. Today's topic is glycolysis, and my first step is glucose, which is 6 carbon compound, is converted to glucose 6 phosphate, and it takes place in the presence of hexokinase, which catalyzes the transfer of phosphate group from ATP to glucose to form glucose 6 phosphate. Now, glucose 6 phosphate is converted to fructose 6 phosphate. Both are isomers, and it takes place in the presence of phosphoglucose isomerase. Fructose 6-phosphate then converted to fructose 1,6 bisphosphate, and it takes place in the presence of phosphofructokinase, which catalyzes the transfer of phosphate group from the ATP to fructose 6-phosphate. Fructose 1,6 bisphosphate then converted to glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Both are 3 carbon compound, and they are also interconvertible in the presence of triose phosphate isomerase. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate then converted to glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. As a result, we get 2 molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. In the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is then oxidized to 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. Also, NAD plus molecule is reduced to NADH, and it takes place in the presence of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme, and it is a very important step in glycolysis. Now 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate is then converted to 3-phosphoglycerate in the presence of phosphoglycerate kinase, and this kinase will transfer the phosphate group from 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate to ADP to form one ATP molecule. Now 3-phosphoglycerate is converted to 2-phosphoglycerate in the presence of mutase, and here also one water molecule is also released. 2-phosphoglycerate then converted to PEP, which is phosphenol pyruvate, and this process takes place in the presence of enolase, and here one water molecule is also released, and then PEP is converted to pyruvate in the presence of pyruvate kinase, and this kinase will transfer the phosphate group from PEP to ADP to form one ATP molecule. Thus we get 2 pyruvate molecule, and we have 2 ATP molecule here, 2 ATP molecule here, and 2 NADH. So we have 4 ATP molecule, in which 2 is utilized initially. As a result, we have 2 pyruvate molecules, 2 ATP molecules, and 2 NADH molecules.